I'm the content and PR intern at Reflect Digital, and I've just graduated from the University of Kent in English Language and Linguistics.
I'm a paid media intern at Reflect, and I just graduated the University of Kent with a bachelor's degree in marketing.
Every morning I start with the same thing. I check journal requests on Twitter for DPR and just see if any journalists need anything from us, any of our clients. And then if they do, I can send emails and ask what they need from us. Because I'm an SEO and digital PR intern, my tasks are quite split, not always evenly, every day is different, but I mainly focus on blog optimizations, content optimizations, and creating press lists.
My day-to-day starts with a lot of data-heavy admin, so going through clients I focus on mainly, such as Nido and Amtivo, looking at data from them and how their accounts have done over the week or the weekend, and putting reports and data for them for senior members of the team. I also shadow a lot of meetings, both internal and client-facing, to see how the team interacts with clients and to take on any more work that comes out of these meetings. I guess is more surprising about the industry and agency life is that you never stop learning, because how the platforms change, the amount there is to learn on each platform, and so many different clients, you'll always be learning something. So it's the type of industry that I would never get bored in, and you'd never do the same things all the time. So it's always learning, and it's always something really interesting as well.
I think for me, it's how integrated human behaviour and the psychology of that is in everything that we do, especially in marketing. After shadowing, I've seen how social interaction and just the way that we do things without realising subconsciously is so important in looking at how we need to then, as a company or for our clients, project ourselves, create our content, write and advertise. So I got this interview or this internship through the University of Kent's employability schemes point. So I got enough to be able to apply for internships and work experience across the country. And I decided to go with Reflect because last year I did an internship in marketing, but it was more story-based marketing. And I saw Reflect and saw it was human behaviour and psychology, and thought that I would be able to apply my skills that I learned last year while learning more and seeing what a different type of agency is like, because the last one was remote and this is hybrid. Just thought it would be a nice opportunity to see the differences and see what other skills I could get myself involved in comparison to the last one. For the application, I went through my old work from last year and saw what kind of skills I did and kind of mentioned them. I made like a note of all of the things I'd worked on and how I could be useful in a situation or in work, and what else I would like to build on as well, and then ask my friends to go through with me and ask me some questions, see how I answered, and basically just try to make my creativity known, because I feel like that's really important in marketing. It's just to be creative, and I wanted that to come across in my interview, so I tried not to plan too much and just to let myself go with it, and it paid off.
So I first encountered Reflect at the careers fair that the University of Kent holds. From that, I found out they were going to be in the employability pack as one of the internship rewards. So from there, I made sure I had all my stuff I'd attended throughout the year logged on for the points. So running a society, going to careers events, being on a sports team. I made sure they were all logged. And then when it came time to apply, I looked at all the past YouTube videos they'd done from other interns. I looked on the other past interns' LinkedIn's and see what experiences they had previously and what they'd learned. And I think most importantly, just went through their website and their clients and their values and made sure it resonated with me. And if their clients and people they work with are industries that I'd want to be interested in or am interested in. And from there, it was just going over them and going back to the career service and having mock interviews and them looking over my CV for me as well. After submitting my CV and cover letter, I landed an interview and was successful in that, and then became a paid media intern here at Reflect. The biggest challenge I faced coming into Reflect was the amount of clients and the different tasks I was learning about all at once. Because there were so many, I just had to be extra organised and make sure I had notes down about each client and each task as well, because it became clear quite early on that if you weren't super organised, that it would all build up quite easily, and that organisation is the key to agency work and to the amount of clients that you will end up dealing with.
I think my biggest blocker coming in was my confidence. I think my confidence is quite faked sometimes. Obviously people can't tell, but I know in myself that I wasn't always myself or too confident. So coming in, I kind of wanted to prove myself that I could do something like this and be confident and be myself at the same time, rather than favouring one over the other. And I think I have definitely worked on it, and I would say that coming into work every day I am much more confident, but not negating on any of my own personality. And I'm much more confident in the work I produce as well, and just in my day-to-day routine. I think there's been so many highlights, be it working or just social. I think in a work aspect, maybe writing pitches and seeing them actually go through and follow through and get interaction with journalists has been really fun to see, that like my work actually contributes to the real world. But socially, just the small things, like we have ducks hidden around the office and participating in finding them and hiding them, or helping the marketing team with their TikToks. It's just been very fun and new experiences.
Just before I started at Reflect, I joined their June team day. So I got to meet the entire company before starting, and going into that I was very nervous, but everyone was so welcoming from the very start. I felt part of the company before I'd even started. So that was most memorable and one of my highlights, because I felt like this was where I was happy that I was going to be spending my summer here. I think what helped me get this internship the most is knowing the type of clients and industries I wanted to work with, and linking that back to what Reflect had done. So before my interview, I'd done some research on the clients which Reflect have and the case studies they'd done on them. So my particular interest is property and student accommodation. So looking at Nido and Greenwich Peninsula and what work they'd done for them, mentioning that in my interview, and research on those companies as well, not just the case studies which Reflect have. Not just because I thought it would be good for the interview, but it is a general interest of mine. So mentioning that in my interview, I definitely think helped set me apart.
I'd say there's a couple of things. I think my main one is to be creative. No idea is a silly idea. You can build on it, even if it's something stupid, something will come out of it. So keep working on just thinking creatively. In regards to, I think, PR, be on social media, look at trends, see what's going on, even if it's like, oh, this is what I eat in a day. There could be something in that you can use. So look at trends, see what's going on, look at the news, just be aware and be up to date, I'd say is my biggest piece of advice.